Alright, guys, welcome back. We are watching Season 1, Episode 19 of ReZero. Last time, we had Episode 18. I mean, what more needs to be said? I'm sure everyone knows what happens in Episode 18 of this show. They've gotta. So, I am just very curious as to what exactly this newfound confidence, I guess, that Subaru has, if you can call it that, I'm very curious to see what it is going to do, both like for his attitude towards the situation and in terms of like what we're actually gonna do, because that's kind of the second step now. Is Subaru needs to like actually figure out what we're gonna do here. I was thinking about how like it would really suck if Subaru died again, but I guess it would be like okay, because sure, like the timeline where this conversation actually happened would be gone, but like Subaru would still have like the effects from having this conversation, right? You know what I mean? So I don't know. I guess he could still die. That would kind of suck. Um, yeah, I don't know. This arc has been a lot longer than the previous ones, hasn't it? Because I assume this is just going to be the rest of the season. I mean, we have like 5 episodes left, and we are just now like we haven't really made any progress. So unless we somehow get everything figured out in this episode, this has been a very long arc. But all sounds good to me. Sounds good to me. It's been very good. So I don't know. I don't know. We are watching episode 19. Forgot what episode we were on. Of ReZero. You can line your own copy up with this if you want to. We are starting in 3, 2, 1. Talking to Krush again. Okay, sure. True. Why? Okay, is that big enough of a thing for her to care about? I mean, maybe. I have no idea. How many times have we gotten the opening, even? Like, twice or something? We've only got the ending once. And, like, I talked about how much I liked it. We have gotten to see the ending one time. Let me read the lyrics this time. So, like, what? If Subaru is gonna be trying to get help from the other royal selection candidate people again, which like makes sense to me, I guess. What are we actually gonna like do? You know what I mean? Like I guess I just don't know. I just have no idea. Like the scale upon which it seems like we have to do some crazy shit in order to do anything. I don't know. Like we have to leave immediately. Like that's like the main issue here is we have to somehow get to the mansion like so fast, you know? So I just don't know. Oh, okay. And I guess dealing with the white whale is like the solution to that, to the time problem, right? Of course she will. Mhm. Oh, okay. Have some kind of issue with the white whale, I'm assuming. I mean, who wouldn't, I guess. Sharing the mining rights, huh? Okay. Literally. Okay. Mm-hmm. Like all the gathering of the weapons and stuff? Yeah. So has it all just been for the white whale? Mm-hmm. Hmm. Do we know anything about a connection between Wilhelm and the white whale? I don't think we do. How do you know? Yeah. Surprised that wasn't the first question. It's a secret device that tells me exactly when the white whale is going to show up. Oh, okay. Okay. Sure. Like, I guess he's not really lying then. Okay. Like, I guess. Okay. Sure. Right. Her special ability. Oh. So it is like a literal thing? Interesting. Okay. And I guess I can understand Subaru isn't like he's not really lying, right? He's kind of lying about the cell phone, but yeah, I mean, her going to defeat the white whale would, I assume, be a big help in terms of her social standing with the royal selection stuff. Okay. Hmm. I guess I just have no concept of how big of a deal the white whale is. I would assume it's pretty big. Like I just don't know. I guess it must be, right? Of course, capitalism. Hmm. And I guess if it's true that she's been gathering the weapons and everything literally for the purpose of the white whale, I mean, that is kind of weird. Like, how did she know that it was going to appear soon, if she's been doing this for that purpose? Hmm. Okay. Sounds good. Went a whole lot better than his first attempt at negotiations, huh? Sounds good to me. What promise exactly? Okay. Ah, man. It's been useful. It's been useful having it to do things like you did to her. Should we really be revealing all of the plan? Like, come on. Very true. Hmm. It's thanks to you, in a large part, to be honest. Hmm. What is the deal with Wilhelm exactly? I mean, we know he's the sword demon, whatever that means exactly. Yeah, he's related to Reinhard. Oh, okay, the one that was apparently killed by the white whale. Because that's what Otto said, right? And that's why he's so mad about the yeah, yeah, and that's why he's so mad. Okay, you don't have to call him out. Come on. But Subaru didn't know any of that either. Now, I have some questions about how this white whale works exactly. With the whole like erasing people from existence. We'll talk about it in the discussion. Don't have time. And so I assume we'll still have enough time to make it. Yeah. But and we have to fight the white whale too. Like I don't know. I just feel like we're still gonna really be uh it's gonna be tight getting to the mansion in time, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Hmm. I wonder what the positions of like Sword Saint is. Like what does that mean exactly? Funny how like Ferris saying that it mirrors so much what they said the first time about how like useless Subaru is, but like a very different reaction he had this time, you know. Just pick the coolest looking one. Yeah, that one looks cool. Come on. That one's yours. Have we seen this one? Oh yeah. Sure. Oh, of course, of course. Won't be too jealous. Man, so this is like a they're really putting all their faith into Subaru. That is crazy. I mean, I guess, Crush has her crazy thing about being able to see lies. What are you? Sure, I don't like you. Ricardo, I don't like the way you look. Sorry, not to be mean. The Iron Fang. Oh, she is all dressed up, huh? She gotta be there, of course. Gotta prove herself on the battlefield here. No. Cause it like chases you because of the witch fiend thing. Hmm. Hmm. Is it common knowledge that the white whale is a witch fiend? I don't know. I guess I'm just curious. I guess assuming you can outrun it, like what? I mean, it seems like it's a lot faster than the land dragons were last time. So, man, that power is kind of scary, isn't it? That power is kind of scary. It feels like it would be so easy for. I don't know. I don't know. Hmm. All right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It seems like the white whale. Like, do all these people like their lives' mission is to take down the white whale? All right. I guess it has really been terrorizing humanity for a while, huh? Hmm. Hmm. Bringing up the idea of knights again, huh? Created by the Witch of Envy. Yeah, because there was the thing about gluttony. 400 years, huh? And we don't even know how many. Oh, yeah. All right. Sounds good to me. Hmm. All right. Now, the obvious question is, how the hell do they kill this thing? Like, what are they gonna do? Not these things again. Not them again. There's two of them now. Oh, yeah, true. You don't know them. Come on. I, if you say so. Wonder if Subaru had any siblings in the other world. He's riding like a wolf-looking thing. Like, come on. Yeah. All right. Really? Okay, I guess. Land dragons seem incredibly agile to me, so being more agile than them is very impressive. Hmm. Mm-hmm. True. And even worse than thieves, right? Because there was when Suba ran into the white whale the first time, the dragon came back with like the knives stuck into the carriage, right? So the witch's cult could like be here. It can be, yeah, I would be terrified. I would be terrified. So but I feel like even if he did die, I feel like we have such a better foundation now to like I don't know. I don't know. I guess it would just depend on like what the circumstances are of him dying again. Yeah, this tree is insane. I mean, obviously there has to be something about it. Like I don't know. It's too dark. I think there are some symbols there, but Not gonna let Rem die this time. Come on. Yeah. I forgot what the time was. I think it was like 15 something. Hmm. Just making me try to think about all the times that he's lied to her, you know? But yeah, but it's not. Hmm. It's not like he's lying for a bad reason, right? Because it always does work out in the end. Just makes you want to cry, huh? It's so beautiful. Of course, of course. Yes, yes. Oh man, I love their relationship so much. Hmm. Don't know if this is a time to be interrupting him. Is this a time to be bringing it up specifically? Man, okay, I guess. I wouldn't talk to him about it. Hmm. Never wish to wield a sword. Oh, wow. You're getting me worried, Wilhelm. You can't be saying things like this right before a giant battle. Please. Sounds good to me. Let's beat up the giant whale. I have no idea how we're going to fight it. It's really big, but I guess we'll see. I guess we'll see. Can we get like Reinhardt out here? Can he one-shot it? Watch it just not show up. There's like some forces beyond Subaru's understanding that made it show up here that like is different this time, you know? Hmm. That crest means something? Oh, we aren't gonna get the ending again. Come on. Hmm. And I assume like they've never been able to have a coordinated like battle with it like this before because they never know when it's going to show up. And even when it does show up, I mean, it can just disappear at any time, and anyone who gets eaten by it is erased from the world. You know, so it's like people could just never even know that it showed up. Oh, now there I see the shadow. This music. Yeah, there it is. Man, it looks terrifying. Where did it come from? Like, okay, alright. What are we gonna do exactly? Was created by the Witch of Envy. Sure, the first bullets have struck it. I don't think that did much, but sure, better than nothing. Is it just gonna start chasing Subaru immediately? I guess. Yeah, especially because it can fly. I just don't know how we're gonna kill it. You know? Especially because it can fly. It can just fly away. Like I just don't I just have no idea. I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna do. Because it seems like it can just disappear at will too with the fog. So I don't know. I guess we're gonna handle it. I guess we'll handle it. We will talk about the episode in the discussion. Alrighty, let's talk about the episode. So, um, man, first of all, can I just say I'm really mad that we did not get the ending again. I want to. Can I like? Am I just gonna have to watch that ending on YouTube if I ever want to see it again? Like, I don't like. I watched it that one time. I was like, wow, this ED is really good. I sure can't wait to see it again. And we haven't gotten it a single time since then. And that was like, I don't. That was like episode 14 or something. It has been. It's crazy. I want to see the ending again. Can someone tell me when I'm going to see the ending again? Because I want to see the ending again. Anyway, aside from that, let's actually talk about the episode. So we start off here with our negotiations. Well, we kind of start off with the negotiations. Really, we start off with Subaru telling Rem about what's going to happen with the, with the, the witch cult, whatever they're called, coming in. I still have serious doubts about their actual connection to the witch. But, who knows? We'll see. We'll see. And now, immediately, Rem says something that really makes me think here, which is saying that Rosewall feared that this would happen as well. And again, I just can't help but just think about how this is happening now. This just happens to be happening right now when Rosewall isn't there at the mansion. When, like, if he was there, he would be, I feel like he's pretty much like the strongest magic user in the mansion. I mean, maybe behind, like, Betty. I don't know, it's hard to say. And, I mean, obviously there's, like, Puck, too. But I'm just saying, if he was there when the Witch Cult shows up, I think he would be a serious help against them. And it's very interesting that it happens now, when he's gone, that they attack. I'm not saying that, like, specifically that has to mean Rosewall. Like, the idea of Rosewall, like, working with the Witch Cult, I feel like doesn't really make any sense, right? Because we know Rosewall is supporting Amelia in her run for president, basically, for his own reasons, right? Like, he has the crazy idea of killing the dragon, which, again, like, I know what the dragon is, I just don't know what it means. Like, why does he want to kill it? What would killing it do? I have no idea. Um, he has ulterior motives in Amelia's rise to the whatever it is, queenship, I guess. But like I guess there's no reason therefore to think that he has anything to do with the witch cult attacking now. I guess like it's possible the witch cult just has some kind of surveillance and that's why they're attacking now when Rosewall isn't going to be around at the mansion. Like I don't know. I guess. I don't know. It really just is very interesting to me that Rem knows. Rem even says that it's something Rosewall expects would happen or would fear would happen. I guess that doesn't have to mean it had anything to do with it happening now, right? Just like as a general like vague thing that the witch cult is going to want to kill Amelia. Of course. But like in that case, I guess I'm just surprised that Rosewall goes on these weird extended business trips in the first place. you know, like I don't know. I don't know. It's something. I guess. I guess. Because like this happens in the last arc too. With all the weird shit. Rosewall leaving. After like. Yeah, Rosewall leaving and then showing up at the end to like handle the last big witch fiend dog thing. Hmm. I don't know. It's interesting that it has happened like twice, I guess. So, Wilhelm's real mad at the white whale. Can't blame him for it killing his wife. I gotta turn on my fan. One sec. It is hot in here. Oh, sorry. I guess so. I have some questions about how the white whale works because this is weird, right? Like everyone keeps saying that the white whale killed Wilhelm's wife, but the first sword saint, right? But if the white whale killed her, wouldn't no one remember her? Am I wrong on that? Like I guess it's possible that it's like some kind of specific thing that the white whale does to erase you from history. But I guess I don't know why it wouldn't do that to his wife, you know? Like, unless, like, she died. Like, I guess it's possible she died in, like, some weird way, like, related to the battle with the white whale. And it wasn't the white whale specifically that actually killed her, you know? Like, I don't know. Like, the white whale knocked over a tree, and she was behind it and died. Like, you know, like, that's you know, that's just, like, an example of something that could happen, you know? So, I don't know, I guess. It's just weird. It's weird that no one has mentioned it. Because, like, Subaru knows what happens when the white whale kills someone. Everyone knows what happens when the white whale kills someone. So, it's just weird we haven't, like, I don't know. Like, because I just thought of that this episode. Um, and just no one has said anything about it. How, like, there has to be, like, some kind of weird specific circumstances to the last Sword Saint's death in order for everyone to know that she even existed in the first place, right? So I don't know. I don't know. I can't think of like what. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it's some crazy. I don't know. Really couldn't tell you. Could not tell you. And so I really like this. Subaru's negotiations with Krush go much better. Just like I was saying, like why his negotiations went so badly the first time, and like how that like pretty clearly like relates to the way Subaru thinks about himself and everyone else and all of that, you know. It's clear that like through his conversation with Rim in the last episode that like his improvement in the way he views himself and the way he's thinking about just the situation and everything has literally made him better at negotiating in this case, you know. And it's like literally in the sense of like thinking about what the other person wants and cares about, you know, which is like what Subaru needs to do. Um, but like for himself too, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I don't know. I get it. I guess I get what it's doing here. It makes sense to me. It is interesting, of course, that Subaru is doing all of this negotiating on like the part of Amelia and like Rosewall and all of them, because like it's not, you know, he's not really in a position to do this. But I guess if the alternative is their deaths, then I guess they'll just be fine with it. I guess. I don't know. It's interesting. I'm trying to think like what Amelia would think about it, you know? Because Amelia has her whole thing about obviously not liking the things Subaru has done for her in terms of him like getting hurt for her sake, you know? So what would she think about him doing all this for her, you know, in terms of like this whole, you know, oh yeah, I'll give you the mining rights and I'm forming this alliance with Krush, like without your input in this situation, you know? I don't know. I don't know. It'd be interesting because it's different than like, it's obviously very different than what Subaru would try to do before, which is just what he was trying to do in the previous few episodes, which is just go fix everything by himself, you know? So, I don't know. I guess I'm just curious. I hope we will get like some kind of, I don't know, a reveal about what Amelia thinks about it once all of this is over and done with. Assuming, again, of course, that this plan is going to work out. I mean, this seems like it's going to be a whole multi-episode thing. I would be very surprised if they just fail to kill the white whale and we just start over and do something completely different. I guess it's possible, but... yeah, all the puzzle pieces are coming together. Then buying weapons and armor. The stuff Russell Fellow was saying. Sure, sure. Oh, sorry. And we get apparently a final use of the cell phone and making up some weird shit about it. Very sad. We're gonna be parting with it after this. Apparently, I never noticed the cell phone's like CGI. I never noticed that. It like blends in really well, honestly. And yeah, so Krush has this weird divine protection of wind reading, which like we've seen this before, right? With like the weird thing that Felt has, um, with like the blessing of the wind too. It was a very similar thing, kind of. It makes me wonder like what exactly a divine protection is, what that means. I wonder if like Krush having this and Felt having her own weird thing, and them both being royal selection candidates. I wonder if that's like related, you know? I don't know. I don't know. It is interesting. Like, what if there's a divine force giving them these powers? What is the divine force exactly? You know, because like to me, the worst case scenario is that like it seems like the Witch of Envy is almost like God and controls everything. But there has, if there's some kind of divine force in the world at all, then like that's, you know, I guess in that sense there has to be some kind of, I guess there has to be some kind of weird greater power of some kind. You know. There's no way like the witches are the end all be all, you know. Well, there's only one witch now, right? The Witch of Envy. Hmm. And yeah, and I assume like defeating the white whale is really going to be a big thing for Crush, right? I guess for Anastasia too, you know, because she's also participating. Um, like just in terms of like I don't know, she can brag that she defeated the white whale. That seems like a very big thing in terms of this whole royal selection process, you know, like because she talked about how like Amelia failing to be able to protect her own domain would mean that she's effectively, you know, her run for president is like over. So I assume this her defeating the white whale would be just like that for her, but the other way around, you know. Again, it just depends how this whole, you know, I don't know if the process is going to be democratic or like how it's going to work, but hmm. Russell Fellow loves capitalism. We're going to mine some stones. Sounds good to me. Hmm. And I guess we get an idea of how like how big of a deal the white whale is, you know? Like oh yeah, and Super thinks about how yeah, how different this is than last time, you know? Like I guess it's literally like his self-confidence here and how differently he's able to hold himself. It reflects so well with how much, you know, how much that conversation in the last episode like affected him, you know. Hmm. God, what was I saying? Oh yeah, we get like a good sense here of like the white whale, and I guess like how big of a deal it is. You know, like we've had like a couple mentions of it, but we didn't really know like what it was exactly or how meaningful it is to the world. But like, sure, I guess it's like a crazy, insane, giant, big deal. Like, I guess that makes sense to me. This giant whale showing up and murdering a bunch of people, and then no one even be able to remember who died. I guess, yeah, I guess that is a pretty. I don't know. Does it show up like in cities, or does it just show up at random fields and kill travelers? I don't know. I wish it. I wish I could have like a lore booklet about it. Let's go. We formed the deal. Hmm. Like I don't know. It's just it feels so meaningful to me. Like the difference in Subaru being able to form a deal like this compared to him just like stubbornly his stubborn behavior that he's had throughout the entire show otherwise, you know. It really just feels like it's him like engaging with the world and engaging with just like problems in his life in a much more just like mature and better way than like the way he's just been stumbling through everything in every episode before this point, you know? Like I don't know. I really like it. It feels very meaningful to me, I guess. And we immediately reveal all of our negotiation plans right after the conversation. And yeah, of course, Subaru knew all about all of this stuff that Wilhelm says right now. Of course, he was well aware. And yeah, I guess it's like it's still the worry here to me is we have to get to the mansion so quickly, you know? Like that was the problem is to take the long way around the white whale that we did the first time. We got there way too late. Going there like I mean, going there immediately and like fighting our way through, or not even fighting our way through, but just going through the white whale, not fighting it and just ignoring it. We barely got there in time, right? Like, the witch's cult was like there that day, you know. So we have to fight the white whale and like subjugate it, whatever that. I mean, I assume we're just gonna like kill it, right? I don't think you can really capture it. Maybe. Um, we have to kill the white whale. We have to do this crazy fight, and then we have to immediately go to the mansion and like. I mean, I assume in some way we're going to be mobilizing this whole giant army to the mansion to fight the witch's cult, but I'm just worried about how the timeline is going to work out here, you know? Like, we have to get there fast. We got to deal with the white whale in a solid hour. Like, I don't know. I don't know. And yeah, I just love this line that Ferris says that there's nothing he can do. He's useless, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, just compare his reaction to her saying that now to like what Subaru, his reaction to uh what was the line exactly? Just something about how like he's useless and can't do anything. I mean, obviously it was a very different context of the line, very different. I just feel like it's like is a direct callback to that situation in the first negotiation, you know. We pick our dragon. It looks very cool. The dragons in this universe are quite cool. I like them. And we have an intense rivalry between Rem and the land dragon. I wish I could make that the thumbnail, but I feel like I shouldn't. I don't think that's very like emblematic of what the episode is about. And then this crazy thing shows up. I'm not a fan of it. I don't like it at all. Like I don't know. I don't like this guy. Is that okay to say? Or Ricardo? Crush has to fight, of course, of course. I mean, like again, if she's doing a lot of this for like the social benefit it will give her, then of course she has to be there, right? She can't just be sitting around the castle. I still don't know how this whole plan with Subaru running around is gonna work, because I feel like the White Whale is much faster than the Dragon carriage is. It was able to like catch up instantly last time, so I don't know. I guess we'll see. Maybe this dragon is just gonna be awesome and run real fast. We got a whole battalion of people with personal grudges against the White Whale. Of course, of course. Again, it's very interesting that like people even form a grudge against the White Whale when allegedly people it kills disappear from reality. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I guess I'm just still curious how it works. I mean, obviously people can like witness it, but hmm. I guess it just makes me feel like how does it work? There has to be some kind of weird like if the white whale like let's say you're watching your wife fighting the white whale, right? And the white whale swoops down and bites her arm off or something, right? And then the white whale decides it's time to leave and it goes away. And then your wife bleeds to death because of her arm being bitten off. Like in that situation, she did die from the white whale, but like, would she get erased from reality? Because like, she wasn't like, I guess that'd be so weird. I mean, how would that work? You would still have the body in front of you. How would it possibly erase her from reality? You know what I mean? So I guess there has to be some kind of special circumstances in which, like, it works the way it does. I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, so the Witch of Envy created the white whale. I don't know what that means. I mean, obviously, there was the line in the last episode when Puck said that the white whale's gluttony. So, like, I guess. I don't know. Sure. I don't know what that means, really. Like, is it just like a physical representation of what gluttony is? I have no idea. It's not the same as Petalgeese and like sloth, right? Because he says that he has the authority of sloth, so he isn't like a representation of a manifestation of sloth. I guess like I guess the white whale could be a manifestation of what gluttony like is, and there could be someone out there with the authority of gluttony. You know what I mean? Like I guess I don't know. I don't know because I just get I don't know. I guess that makes sense to me. And that makes me think even more so that the witch's cult isn't related to the witch. Like, like I don't know. Maybe I'm really just going down like the wrong path here, but like the difference between uh the guy calling himself the authority of sloth and then this giant creature that is just that Puck just called gluttony, you know? Hmm. I don't know. I'll think about it. I will have that in the back of my mind. That is for sure. And then these creatures are back. Mimi and Hetero. I don't like them. So I don't know, something about them. They creep me out. Like look at them. That's all that needs to be said. Hopefully they're not like fan favorites and I'm pissing some people off, but something about them rubs me the wrong way. That's for sure. But they're apparently captains of the army, so I guess they would beat me up. I like what like I just I don't like this guy. Like what is this frame? Like why are you looking at me? Like I just like I don't like him. I do not like him. I don't know. Maybe he'll be awesome. I guess I guess we'll see. And we are off to fight the white whale. So the flugel tree, I'm very curious. Like what like people have carved their names in. I can't hear. I'm gonna turn off my light for a sec. It's gonna be dark. No, I can't really see anything. I have no idea. Couldn't tell you. It's just looks like scratches. I don't know. It's I mean it's in the language of this world, right? So I guess I don't know what I would be looking for exactly. But the flugel tree is like this giant crazy thing. There has to be some kind of lore behind it, right? Like it has a name. It means something. I just don't know what. I don't know. I don't know. Hmm. And Rim can tell he's lying, even though Krush can't. Although I guess I don't know. He didn't like directly. I guess he did kind of lie to her. I don't know. It depends on how her lying detection works, you know. Because he wasn't lying about knowing that the white whale was going to appear, right? So, uh, and I guess like Rim saying this that despite it's like her saying despite everything about yourself that you're like keeping secret or like lying about, or even like if we're viewing this in just like a vague, like broader sense, I guess it's just like anything that Subaru isn't like showing her in terms of like who he is as a person, you know. It's like she still trusts him anyway, you know. It's like just the ultimate form of just she accepts him, you know, which is just the exact opposite of how he's always felt about himself, you know. It's like he's always had these terrible thoughts about how he views himself. And it's like he's been trying to hide that from all of the people in the story by acting in like this in the way he acts and the things he does, you know. And Rim is just saying like, "Oh, you don't even have to do that," you know. Hmm. So they're even. And we come up and start talking to Wilhelm about his dead wife. Like, bummer. Like, I wouldn't walk up to this guy staring at a field of flowers somberly and be like, hey, what about your wife who's dead? But I guess he's fine with it. I don't know. She loved flowers. She didn't love the sword, apparently. I don't know. Very interesting. I hope we're going to get some more about that before Wilhelm dies, because that seems to be where we're going, with him talking about how he can't wait to do all of this emotionally meaningful stuff right before we do this giant battle. Like, wow, I can finally visit my wife's grave after this battle. I sure hope I don't die. So, I guess we'll see what's going to happen with that. Hmm. And the white whale appears. And I guess I just don't know what we're gonna do. How are we gonna fight it? Like, what? I just have no. Like, do we have nuclear weapons? I just like it's really big. I don't know if that's something you guys noticed, but it's real big. So, and it can fly. So, Can everyone cast magic? Can everyone? I just have no idea. I don't know what we're gonna do because I can just fly away. Like I can just fly away. I can just turn into fog and disappear. I just don't know. I don't know how we're gonna fight it. Um, but I guess that is a problem for next time. So yeah, that was a good episode. I wish we got the ending, but we didn't yet again. So 0 out of 10. Yeah, leave a comment, tell me what you think, and I will see you in the next one.